Hello, Rachel. How
Hello.
you doing?
I'm very well, very well. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on for this interview. You are our first ever interviewee, and I'm so honoured that you've come to share your expertise with us. And Rachel is a Reiki practitioner for anyone that doesn't know her, and she's also been my Reiki practitioner for the last year at least. And she is absolutely out of this world. When she does Reiki on me, I have a much better sleep. I've suffered with insomnia for several years, and I sleep like a baby after speaking to Rachel. And as a mother, that is the biggest gift ever. So I hope that you enjoy this interview, and yeah, welcome.
Thank you. That's amazing to hear that it benefits you so much. So that's just amazing. So I'm really pleased for you, and it helps you on an ongoing basis. And I really think, you know, on everyone's journeys, it's a progressive thing, not like a one-stop shop.
Big time. So, which leads us to the point. What is Reiki?
Well, for me, to understand Reiki, you need to understand what the human body is. The human body is energy. We're surrounded by energy. We have energy flowing through us all the time, every single one of us. We have 7 known chakras that people know about: the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root. But there are in actual fact 114 chakras within our body, and there are 72,000 energy channels within that as well. So you've got all of the chakras, which are like energy stations, meridians, that pump all of this energy around us through energy channels. So you imagine that is so complex. We are just like balls of energy. So if you imagine you're unbalanced, and anything can trigger this. It can be a past soul life block. It can be something you've eaten. It can be someone who's upset you. It can be something you take on board. Anything can kind of block all of these amazing channels. And through working with Reiki, which is basically energy, it's not a new thing. It's something that people have worked with for thousands of years in China, India, wherever, Japan. They practice it through exercise, through using qi, tai chi, yoga, and Reiki is very similar in that kind of respect. And it was originally created by an amazing guy called Mikao Usui in the late 1900s. He was a master of many martial arts, and he was a healer. And he was the head guru to go to, a bit like you now, Shiv, at the head of his village. And many people would go to him for healing.
Not sure about that. Thanks.
For the knowledge. And he basically loved what he did, but there was something in the back of his mind that was like, what's my soul path? What am I here for? Why am I here? Why am I here? So he did lots of meditation because he was from a Buddhist background. So he truly believed working on the inside to find out. He knew about the energy. He basically, through the meditation, through the martial arts, he worked out that working on oneself and clearing all of these beautiful channels, all your chakras, creates an amazing channel, which you can then channel up into the divine, and then you're at peace with yourself, with your life, with everything. Just comes into alignment beautifully. as much as we can on a regular basis. And he then developed it into something that he wanted to teach others. And that's where Reiki has basically come from. So he then created a way to transmit it from himself to other people. And he taught many thousands of students. And it spread and spread and spread and spread from one man to, I don't know how many people teach and practice Reiki. Millions all over the world. Fantastic. And that's where we're at today, basically. It's been around for over 100, well, about 100 years. So relatively new in the energy scheme of things. But I feel it's like an old energy knowledge that really permeates through people.
And how did you get into Reiki?
Well, you were the first person who mentioned Reiki to me, Siobhan, 9 years ago when we worked together. And you suggested I had a Reiki treatment. So, which I sort of thought, never heard of Reiki, don't think it's for me, thank you. And because you had treatments at that time with a lady in the office, didn't you? And then not until 5 years later, I was actually attending workshops and learning about animal communication. And the lady I was following was a Reiki practitioner. And she said it really helped her connect with animals, do what she's doing. And then it kind of built that connection. And I'm like, wow, okay. I remember Siobhan's mentioned it before. Didn't really do anything for me then. Now I'm interested. So
it's such a good example of divine timing, isn't it?
Absolutely. It just went so smoothly because I was so into learning about animal communication, learning how to do it, and it just blended beautifully with the animal communication side of it. And Reiki has, well, not wanting to be dramatic, it's changed my life. It's changed me spiritually, mentally, physically. My whole outlook on life is completely different. I'm getting emotional even talking about it because I can literally feel it. So it's just totally amazing. So then learning, up to practitioner level, I'm now at master level, and I've been a practitioner for several years now, and each single treatment is different. I could treat you or anyone every single day of the week, and I can guarantee every single treatment will be different. I have no preconception of what will happen. I have no expectation of the outcome. I know that when I connect with that person, it will just, whatever is needed, and it comes through me, which is amazing. The energy basically is, I act as a conduit as the practitioner, and the energy flows through me, through the divine, into the person. And whatever they need, I'm guided, and that person gets what they need. I'm there, but I step to the side because Reiki totally knows what it's doing. It's intelligent. It knows where to go. It knows what to do. And all it's looking to do is to find balance.
So if somebody was to have a Reiki session with you, what would that look like for that person?
They would basically, it's very, very simple. They can either sit or lie down, whatever's comfortable for them, and they just relax, close their eyes, take some deep breaths and relax. They may feel numerous sensations, tingling, they may see colours, they may see people, they may see space, they may feel nothing, they may see nothing, they may have tingling in a particular part of their body, they may feel heat. And what it's basically doing, it's promoting relaxation, balance, and it's what that particular person at that particular time needs. It works on a physical, mental, and spiritual level. So whatever you need at that particular time, Reiki knows. It just totally knows. And what I tend to find is when people have had their session, they're calmer, their frame of mind is just different. I've seen people walk in like, oh, I just, and I can literally feel their energy. And when they go out, it's just like this tranquil peace and calm. And it's just amazing. And for that fact alone, for someone to feel that kind of, calmness, peace, is just amazing. And on a collective basis, because it's like a continual thing and you get a build up of the energy, you then start to kind of move on to do different things, and you do think differently. It does affect you on a very, like, almost different realm level, which is totally amazing.
And it has some healing benefits physically as well, doesn't it? I remember you telling me that you had a client that suffered with, was it arthritis?
Yeah, osteoarthritis. She had it from late 20s until she's now mid 50s. And she's on several painkillers every day, real strong stuff, morphine strength. She has her own pain management team.
Wow.
Which she sees on a regular basis, and they're constantly upping the medication. She's constantly in pain. It takes her 1 hour to get out of bed every single day. She has to take medication before she can move. And after the first session, she's like, I had expectations that this was going to be rubbish. I'll be honest with you. I was skeptical. I didn't know what to expect, but I thought, hey ho, I'll go with it. And after the first session, she said, I feel lighter. I feel relaxed. And I said, see you next week. Within week 6, she was literally doing cartwheels. And she said, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I've started to reduce my medication.
Wow.
And no one has managed to achieve that with her. And she was the other way around. She was upping her medication, whereas whatever's happened with her, it's reduced it, and she just feels very much lighter, like she's lost ions of weight. It's just amazing. Totally amazing.
Good for her. And how do you carry this Reiki out? If you can explain to the viewers how this works, because it's very clever. You can be anywhere at any time, and as long as one is relaxing and laying down, it can be transmuted through a recording, can't it?
Absolutely. It can be done one-to-one, so in person, so to speak. It can be done via distance, so again, like a one-to-one, and you agree a date and a time, so it's live with that one particular person. It can be done via a group, and what I've started doing recently is doing recordings and actually speaking throughout the Reiki session with what I feel guided as a subject. This week has been anxiety, next week is sleep, and again I set the intent that it can be received whenever that person is ready. It can be today, it can be next week, it could be next year. That recording has encapsulated that energy, and it's just amazing. You could listen to it. Some people already, the one I recorded on Wednesday, they're listening to it daily before they go to bed. Some people are listening to it as they wake up. Some people are listening to it twice a day. It's whatever works for them. And again, it's when you're literally ready to receive it. With these recordings, it kind of makes it much easier. You literally sit or lie down, press play, and then you just relax. So you literally don't have to do anything. It's beautiful. It's working really, really well.
Amazing. So go on.
So sorry, I was going to say, it's like hypnotic Reiki in a way. It's kind of, it gets through, on a very deep level, very quickly. And they're only very short. They're between 10 and 12 minutes long, but they're very powerful, very focused and full on.
And I listen to your recordings every evening before I go to sleep, and it's perfect for me. It really is, and I can't wait to hear your recording on sleep for sure. So relaxation, more improved sleep,
Balance.
physical ailments. Are there any other benefits that Reiki provides? I know for a fact that many cancer units in the UK are now offering Reiki as a complementary medicine, because it's having that much of a positive impact on cancer patients. That's incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, it's whatever an individual needs. I wouldn't say Reiki is a blanket for everyone. It's not for everyone. And I wouldn't say you could line up 10 people with the same ailment. And again, I wouldn't say every single one of those people would have exactly the same results. I would actually say every single one of those people would have their individual separate results, because it's what works for that individual person. Reiki does what Reiki does. Reiki always works. And Reiki, I've been doing it many years for many, many, many people, and Reiki always works. That is the foundation of what I truly believe, and it's always done with positivity, with love, with light. And the benefits, whatever the benefits are, whether you have physical ailments and you have depression, say, so it could ease your depression, but you still have physical, but hey, I feel mentally amazing, I feel more positive, I'm going to start doing whatever. So whatever is appropriate for each individual person. And again, someone could come to me and say, I need Reiki. They may think, I've got a bad knee. I could connect with them and think, your solar plexus is blocked. Your body is out of alignment. Once you're cleared and your kind of channel is clear, you may walk straighter. You may need exercise with your hips. So whatever a person thinks is their ailment, it can be a kind of an ailment of what is actually going on. That could be a symptom of what's actually really going on in that person. Like for me, for example, I used to have digestive issues, and not until very recently I realized that my sacral chakra was blocked, and it was blocked it myself. Fantastic. Now I could literally physically feel the tension just easing. And I do a chakra balancing every single day. The benefits from that alone as well is just amazing. I work with Reiki every day. I Reiki everything. My tea, my food, my animals, not only humans, it's not exclusive. Animals work especially well with Reiki. They are totally amazing. And obviously there are animal healers as well, and we have a resident one with us, and she's fantastic. Whenever I'm doing Reiki sessions, whether it's in personal distance, Jaffa is always there, as she is a real amazing healer as well.
And Jaffa is a cat, isn't she?
She's a cat, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where can people find more information about you, Rachel? And if they wanted to have a session with you, where can they find you?
Find me on Instagram, Rachel's Reiki, RACHELS REIKI, all one word. And I'm also on YouTube, same name, Rachel's Reiki, Rachel Stevens. And you can private message me on there on Instagram, and we can have a conversation. That's what generally happens. I'll kind of just have a general chat with someone initially, and just kind of, gauge a few things. Then we'll have the session, and then we'll have a quick chat afterwards if that person is ready. If not, it could be the next day or the next week. And I do check in with people just to see how they're getting on, especially afterwards. It's a live session, the one-to-one sessions. So I'll make sure the person is okay, make sure they've drunk water to flush out all the toxins and anything that was blocked. And then I'll check in with them the next day and see how they feel. It tends to be, after the first session, it's kind of weekly. And some people have weekly Reiki forever. Some people have 6 sessions and they're like, I'm topped up now. I'm okay monthly, or whatever, again, whatever works for them. So, and the group Reiki as well, which is fantastic. It's one of those that you can tune in wherever you like, whenever you like. You could be on top of a mountain and just, you know, listen to it. And it's a very good tool, I believe, that I've kind of devised, especially with the situation we're all in at the moment with lockdown, you know, people being anxious about not being able to go out, as well as people who are anxious about going out. You know, it's fantastic. You can do it in your own home. You can do it whenever you like, wherever you like. So it's just totally amazing.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for joining us and explaining to us all about how Reiki works and how it can benefit others. And if this sounds like something that you would be interested in, then Rachel is available. And talk to you soon, Rachel. Lots of love.
Thank you very much. Lovely talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.